Entrepreneurship is just like extreme sports. You must be a daredevil to make that leap of faith, but you better have the right training because the stakes are high. Nobody jumps out of an airplane without proper preparation and a parachute. Still, we see many entrepreneurs do that every day. Why is that? Some people think entrepreneurship is an innate ability that some people are simply born with. But in fact, entrepreneurship can be learned. Just like any other profession, you can train to become better at it and dramatically increase your success rate as you launch your first venture. Do you dream of starting your own company one day? Do you doubt if you have what it takes? And more importantly, are you willing to put in the time and effort to develop your entrepreneurial skill sets? Then TrepCamp is for you. At TrepCamp, we believe in the power of entrepreneurship, and we know that it is the strongest force of change in the world. Entrepreneurship is a mindset, a way of thinking, and it requires a set of skills that we can help you develop. If you dare to choose entrepreneurship as your path, as your career, it will be the most important decision you ever made. Because as an entrepreneur, you are free. Free to create your own path, free to design your own life, and free to set your own daily agenda. Free from the 9-to-5 lifestyle, free to be your own boss, free to be a change maker, free to help others. You are the next generation of workers, and you have the choice to not only take jobs, but to actually create them. That way, you also have the power to impact the lives of others. Do you have the passion and the will? Well, then we have the rest to turn you into a successful entrepreneur. Welcome to TrepCamp.
So I want to share a little bit of my story. My name is Alejandro Ruiz. I was an ex-Trep. Last year I went to San Diego State University. So I'm an industrial engineer student right now on my last year. And I had this life-changing experience that I would like to share with you all. The person right next to me on the right picture is Bernie Schroeder. This guy changed my life completely in the sense that his experience, like being able to be with him 3 weeks, was unbelievable. He is a marketing expert who launched Amazon, worked with Steve Jobs, helped launch Nike.com, and all the experience, all the abilities, all the skills, every knowledge he has, and that shares with you every single day is just amazing. So after TrepCamp, I had my own company, and I was invited to work for TrepCamp right now. So it's definitely worth it. It's a once in a lifetime changing experience that you will not forget. So today we're going to talk about 3 main topics. The first one is to discover the advanced program. The second one will be how to get selected and win a scholarship. And the last step will be the surprise we have for you all. So the advanced program, what is it? You will have the opportunity to travel to one of the main ecosystems in the US. The universities we have available right now are BU, NYU, San Diego State University, Berkeley, and Stanford. So depending on your profile, you'll be able to select the cluster and the university where you want to get 3 weeks immersed in the program. So in Silicon Valley, talking about Stanford University, the innovation center of the world. We're talking that there is from Google, Facebook to Tesla in this area. You will find hundreds of technological organizations, investors, and technology experts from around the world. And the selected candidates will stay at two most important universities of the area, either UC Berkeley or Stanford University. In Silicon Valley, aspiring entrepreneurs will learn about clusters such as high-tech, big data, advanced manufacturing, microelectronics, and much more. Then we have San Diego. San Diego is part of the select group of smart cities. So this city is making a huge effort to change 100% of their power supply to renewable energies. So this summer, the selected candidates will travel to the largest and oldest university in the country. San Diego State. At San Diego State, aspiring entrepreneurs will learn about clusters such as biotech, bio, biomedic, renewable energy, aerospace, and much more. Then we have New York, NYU. It's one of the most important cities in the innovation and entrepreneurship cities, and it's filled with outstanding startups. This summer, the participants will stay at one of the most influential universities in the country, known for its quality in research, and it also ranked at the top 50 universities in the world. At NYU, aspiring entrepreneurs will be able to explore clusters such as fashion, media, e-commerce, fintech, and much more. And at last but not least, we have Boston, known for being the city of the students. This city has one of the most important economies in the country. These factors make Boston a proper city for entrepreneurship. This summer, the selected candidates will stay at Boston University, and it is one of the biggest universities in the States, known by its high quality in innovation and research. The university is ranked at one of the top 50 universities in the country. There are entrepreneurs will be exposed to clusters such as robotics, virtual reality, biotech, education, and much more. So it's time for us to give you the surprise we have exclusively for you. Not before that, I just want you to tell you that it doesn't matter what's your major or what you are studying, because at TrepCamp you will create a multidisciplinary team that can be that can complement your skills, so you can really create a powerful solution. So we have Treps. Treps are in average from 23 to 25 years old, and we have Treps coming from around 30 different countries and different backgrounds. So this is a great opportunity to network with other amazing people. So now the moment you were waiting for. No, not yet. I'll talk about now the entrepreneur in residence. So the entrepreneur in residence is at your arrival, you will meet your entrepreneur in residence. He's a certified high impact entrepreneur from the area that has a lot of experience, from bestseller authors to TED Talk speakers. So the entrepreneur in residence is the instructor to guide coaches and support the participants through the 3-week program. In my case, my entrepreneur in residence was Bernard Schroeder, as you can see. But depending on the cluster and the university, you will have amazing entrepreneurs with so many experience and with so much things to provide to you. So you will be able to strengthen your team by choosing a mentor. So every team has a mentor. You will get assigned a mentor depending on the solution you decide to build up. So you have international experts from different topics, and mentors are amazing. You will visit the most emblematic entrepreneurial organizations at your ecosystem, from PayPal to Google or NASA. Or in my case, we visited Qualcomm, that it's a huge company. So you not only go and see the facility, but also get to speak to people that are working on a daily basis inside the building. You will attend to seminars with leaders, innovators, successful entrepreneurs, or investors. You will have sessions, workshops, and speakers where you will be able to ask any question and to share with them what you are building up. So this is really, really good. You will get the opportunity to pitch to your project to a panel of angel investors to validate your solution. So this is your final test, if we can call it that way, is where you graduate from the program, and you need to make the presentation to this panel, and you get feedback from them, as it was like a contest, a kind of Shark Tank thing. And the best projects will participate in a global demo day, and will have the chance to win a prize to launch their startup. So we offer 50,000 US dollars in prizes to form you and to start the company. So let's take a look at the 2017 experience. Please, Fran, if you can play the video.
thing about TrepCamp is the people you're surrounded by.
Los speakers y las visitas han estado realmente increíbles.
And every day for about 3 weeks, you are living and breathing and studying.
I was really excited to meet a lot of cool entrepreneurs, skilled people.
I've learned so much, and I'm so grateful for the new connections that I have made thanks to this program.
I was here for 3 weeks and I expect a lot of things. I didn't know what to expect exactly, but I really appreciate this experience to being with people from different culture and being in Boston and seeing all this ecosystem.
You can find opportunities in every single step, which is a great thing.
No solo nos quedamos en la parte teórica, sino más bien nos enfocamos en la parte práctica.
Aprendí que no es fácil emprender, pero que es una misión donde tienes que persistir, trabajar, luchar, nunca rendirte.
It was really a chance to be here with TrepCamp and with those great people.
Te cambia a ti mismo para poder así en un futuro poder cambiar a la comunidad.
And give you great insights and perspectives about life, about your profession, about the ecosystem.
Asking you to be doing TrepCamp for future, and it's gonna be a great experience, trust me. Thank you.
So now is time for us to give you the surprise we have for you. So this year we are not only having these cohorts, but we are opening new cohorts. So what's new? So we have two different options. Well, three options in Mexico. We'll have Mexico City, we will have Monterrey, and we will have Guadalajara. Also, we will have London and we will have Toronto. So this year, you can not only travel to the US, but to London, Toronto, or Mexico. So that's great news for you all. We also have in the image the dates. So San Diego State University has 2 dates from June 2nd, to 21st of June, and from July 8th to the 27th. Then at Stanford University, we have the program from July 8th to the 27th, and in Berkeley, we have from July 10th to the 29th. So you can check the dates you are interested in, and these are great news for you. You now have the option to travel to other countries, and if you have problems with a visa or the expenses, well, there's also the option of Mexico, London, or Toronto for you not to miss this opportunity. So let's talk about the process you are on. You are one step away from starting the entrepreneurial journey. You have already completed the assessment center. You just need to complete your interview. It's a Spark Hire platform online interview, and it will take you from 10 to 15, maybe 20 minutes to fill it up. I'll give you some tips to make this interview good. And then once you get accepted, in case you get accepted, you will the next following step will be to select your university and to be in track of traveling this summer to that place. So now I would like you to tell you a little bit of our scholarship program. The advanced program costs $3,000. So yeah, it's a program that is it kind of be it could be seem like very expensive program. But I'll tell you why I think the program is worth the 3,000 US dollars. And let me give you a list of reasons. So the first one will be the entrepreneur in residence. We will have the chance to get the guidance from an expert, a person who is a successful entrepreneur, and all the experience he has, it will give it to you right away. So then you have the speakers. You have people who are on the entrepreneur path and that will share with you their mistakes and the things they have done to be successful. Then you have the mentors. In my case, I still write to I still communicate with my mentor through WhatsApp. So this mentor really helped me. He has his own company and he knows where we are and how to get from this step to the next level. Then you have the visits. You will be visiting the top leading organizations of your ecosystem, but also get to know how they achieve success on a daily basis. Then you have the networking. You will be sharing experiences with people around the world. I visit my friends from Tijuana, from Monterrey, and even from the States. So you will have that opportunity to connect with them and to stay in contact and to make business with them. Then you have the workshops. The workshops are really helpful because you will be on the practical side of the entrepreneurial thing. You are not just seeing the theory but applying it. So it's really, really useful. And then you have the opportunity to get a scholarship for the program. By completing your interview and making a good interview, you can get a scholarship directly that applies directly to the tuition fees, and that goes up to 75%. So now it's time for you to write down these tips I'm going to give you. So just 20 minutes could change your life. So the interview consists of 10 questions. These are the 10 questions that they will ask you right away in the interview. So you will first give up some personal information, such as your name and your age and that kind of information. Then the second question is, why do you want to become an entrepreneur? So in here, you can give a bunch of reasons why do you want to become an entrepreneur. It can be either that you want to be your own boss and be responsible of your own time, or because you have an idea or you have a solution that you think could improve the world. So either answer is expected, and it's a good answer. Just be confident. What I suggest is to write down first your answers, and it's a recording interview, so you can practice a little bit and then record the answer. Don't worry. Then the third question will be if you have a business idea and to share a little bit of your business idea. It's really recommended that you at least explain one of your business ideas. It doesn't matter if you don't want to build that business idea or don't want to execute the idea on the program. Don't worry about that. If you do want to implement your business idea, excellent, is even better. Then you have the business sense. You need to provide an example of an occasion where you saw an opportunity and took it. So think of things you have done in the past and which example applies to this. Then it's number 5 will be a sense of purpose. Like once again, you need to think of an example where you have the opportunity and took it. Then endurance. Endurance refers to a situation when you needed to be persistent, and that you never like throw the towel down. So once again, think of a situation when you felt that it wouldn't work, and at the end you make it work. The seventh will be a growth driven mindset. So in this one, I will totally recommend you to think of a situation that motivated you, like one situation where you needed to get things done and that you work day and night to make it work. On the eighth, you have the innovation skills. In here, you can provide a solution or something innovative that you have made in the past and that help people. It's always a good and extra points if you help others with your solutions or with your cases. It's even better if you, with the example you provide, involve others. So that's always good. Then on the ninth, you have relationship building, and this is a lot of showing you have the abilities to work in teams. Remember, you are doing the implementation of your idea and the program on a multidisciplinary team. So it's good if you have worked before with teams and you can show that you are good doing that. And the 10th will be your travel documents. If you have a visa, if you have your passport ready to go. So these are the 10 questions you will need to answer. And the last step. So now it is also good news for you because you can get either to choose where, well, the language in which you would like to have the program. So if you select Spanish, you will travel to UP in Ciudad de Mexico or to the Tec de Monterrey in Monterrey or Guadalajara. And then if you choose to do it in English, you will be you will be a candidate for any of these cohorts. It doesn't matter if it's in the States or Canada or London. So I'm giving you the links right there. One is to answer your interview in Spanish, and the other one is to do your interview in English. So please write down the one you are interested in so you can load in and complete your interview. So these are some examples of people that have launched their enterprises and their startups and with success, actually. So on the right, we have MediPrint. They use 3D printing to make some prostheses and medical advice devices. Sorry. Then you have Place Avenue. That's for restaurants. It's an app to look. Yeah, it works similar to Square. Then you have BioSense. That company won $50,000 with in a very important entrepreneurial contest. So why are you waiting? Like, would you wishing to be one of them? You can do it. So now we are proceeding to answer some questions you may have. So if you have a question, please write it down and I'll gladly answer. Fran will help me. You have any questions? It can be regarding the program, the process. If you have tried before, like to start your interview, but if you have some issues, It doesn't matter what's the question about. Just write it on the comments and I'll answer it. So I think we don't have any question right now. So I'll give you a few minutes. If you don't have any, we then proceed to close. So just to let you know, if it's worth it, like from my TrepCamp experience, it's totally worth it. Like last year, I was, as I said before, part of San Diego State University. I had some plans from the at summer, but when I received my offer from TrepCamp, I canceled everything and decided to travel to San Diego. And just by meeting Bernie, it was totally worth it. Like our classes started at 8 a.m. with Bernie, and we asked Bernie if he was able to get to the university earlier. So every single day we talked to him at 7. So it was really, really good because you could ask him anything and he will totally answer you and help you. So now we have one question from Luisa. So she's asking if she answers the interview in Spanish or English, it affects the university. So yeah, Luisa, the answer is yes. If you answer the interview in Spanish, you will only be a candidate to be selected for the Spanish programs in Mexico. And if you answer the interview in English, then you can apply to any of the other cohorts. So yeah, if you want to get to the programs in the States, Canada, or London, you need to answer the interview in English. If you want to travel to the programs in Mexico, then you can answer in Spanish. So it's the same program. The only thing that changes is the language. And any other question you may have? So what Fran did, he sent you the links for the interview by the comments. So just copy and paste the link you are interested. And remember, our scholarships are first come, first serve. So it's better if you can complete your interview as soon as possible. If you can do it today, I will totally recommend it to do it today. So don't wait because we are running out of scholarships. So we have another question from Lisa again. We have the scholarship depends on how good is my interview or my ideas. So the scholarship, Lisa, depends on how well is your interview. But part of how well is your interview will be, of course, your ideas and how you express those ideas. So be sure to, as I mentioned, it is fine, totally fine to write down your answer and to write down a few words to guide you when you are answering. So what I did back there was to write down a very short answer, write down 3 to 4 ideas, and when recording, I just watch the little paper I have right next to me, and just let it go. So I will totally recommend you to write down the answers, and the interviews is you need to record yourself. So if you make any mistake, don't worry, you can repeat your answer as many times as you need. Is there any other question I can help you with? I think that's all. I don't know, Franny, if you have any other question out there. Well, I think we don't have any other questions. So thank you very much for joining us. It was a pleasure for me to help you, and hope to see you there. Wait a second, we have another one from Elvia. I would like to know if there's a chance to apply next year for the advanced program scholarship. Elvia, yeah, you can every single year. Well, the scholarships depends on every year. So last year we didn't have as many scholarships as this year. So the stakes are really high, and the odds for you to get a scholarship is had increased from last year to this year. So next year we don't know how many scholarships we are going to have, but I believe we will have some scholarships. So yeah, if you cannot make it this year, you can also complete your process on this year, and next year it will be a shorter process for you, because you almost have completed everything. So yeah, we have more questions. Hi, my question is, since what day we have to apply? Well, Nicole, as I mentioned before, it is it will be great if you can apply from today, because our scholarships are running out, and also the spots for each and every university are getting filled up. So if you apply today, you have more chances to get the university you want to go. So my recommendation will be to do it as soon as possible. Remember, you already started the process. You just need to complete your interview. So if you can do it today, that will be awesome. So we have another question from Claudia. How many persons get selected total? Well, we have 200 spots, just 200 spots. So yeah, we're running out of spots. So as soon as possible, it is totally recommended to complete your interview as soon as possible. So you can repeat. We have another question from Luisa. Can you repeat the program? Can you apply this year and apply to a different city? Yeah, you can totally do that. I wouldn't recommend it, because the program is the same no matter where you are. So we have a different program for those people that are interested and that have completed the advanced program. So don't worry, Lisa. You will get the information of the following program that it's called Think Up. And what I will suggest is select the city that best fits the cluster that best fits your ideas and what you want to do, and then worry for the next step further on. So I will totally recommend you to complete your interview right now, and then worry for the next steps. So do we have any more questions? David, thank you, David. Thank you for connecting. And there you have the WhatsApp. There you have an email if you have more questions. But just ask, like, if you have anything else, I could totally answer it right now for you. Well, I think it was all. So thank you once again, and I really, really hope to see you on these summer programs. Thank you very much, and the best of luck to each and every one of you.